Are you a student, or you are on a work permit, or you are a non-resident in Canada? What do I mean by a non-resident? Now, if your social insurance number starts with 9, then this video is for you. There are people who are non-residents, who are into any type of business activities. Maybe you buy and sell, you do any other type of businesses. Now you need a business number, and you need to also register for your GST and HST number, so that at the end of the year you can pay HST and GSTs that you've collected from customers or whoever you are doing business with to the government of Canada through the CRA, which is the Canada Revenue Agency. Now, particularly, this video is focused on drivers who drive with Lyft, Uber, and any other rideshare company. If you are doing delivery, whatever you are doing, this video is for you. Now, you'd realize that if you're already in the business, that most of the times your earnings and your wallet, the amounts there are different. When you go to your wallet, you will see a bigger amount than what you see in your earnings. The difference belongs to the Canadian government, which is the CRA. Same with Lyft, same with Uber. So here's what you need to do. If you're a non-resident, which means your SIN number starts with 9, you need to register for what we call a non-resident business number. I'm going to show you the step-by-step process with which you can get your non-resident business registration number. You can also do same if you're a resident, if you have your permanent residence or you have your passport, which means you are a citizen. You can also do same and file your taxes. Another important thing about this is that when you have your business registered or your GST number, when filing your tax, after filing your personal tax, you can also file for your business, which means expenses you incurred in your business, like buying fuel, repair costs, parking, whatever thing you incurred. You can also tell the Canadian government to also give you some part of the money back. So let's go through the step-by-step process with which you can also apply for your GST, HST, and business registration number. Subscribe to Mr. Plan Ahead on YouTube, on TikTok, and Facebook. For my business number, GST for non-residents. Let's go to the Government of Canada's website. So Government of Canada, it's already here. Let's go. Okay. Then Canada.ca. Let's go to the home page. So this is the home page. Immigration and citizen, jobs, tourism. But today, what is of interest is the taxes. So let's move on to taxes. And what do we actually want? We want business number, GST, and HST. So let's go to the business number here. Now, how to register for a business number or CRA program account. Let's go. Okay, register using BRO. What do? So register using the non-resident registration web. Okay, so this is, please do well to read, go over the terms and conditions of what you are agreeing to. Okay, we agree. Yeah, are you a non-resident? In my situation, I'm a student, so I'm a non-resident. Let's go. Now, this is requested general information. Are you doing it for a third party or you are doing it for yourself? In my situation, I'm doing it for myself. So here, now, let's go and fill out other informations for ourselves. Requester information. So here, my name is Plan Ahead. Ahead. Okay. Mr. My number is 233 554 792414. That's my number. Same as the requester. Okay, let's copy this one and also paste it here. Okay, fax number. So this is my, then you input your social insurance number. Because you're a non-resident, it starts with 99233 4501. So this is our social insurance number. Please, all this information are false, okay? I'm just inputting information in so that we can move on to the next stage of the registration. Let's move on to the next. Our business name is Plan Ahead. Okay, Plan Ahead. We don't have any operating name. What type of ownership are we using? Individual. Okay, operating type. Let's go. We are sole proprietors. So I'm a sole proprietor. Is my business incorporated or is the business incorporated? No. Because I selected no, I'll ignore this part. Let's go to the preferred language of correspondence, English. If you are okay with the French, you can choose the French, okay? So let's go here. My email is nana245@gmail.com. Okay, .com. And let's click here and move on to the next. Physical address, physical business address. Okay, so here XYZ Streets. Okay, let's move on to the business city. Here Toronto, physical business country, business address country, physical business address province, which is in the province of Ontario, physical business address postal code, okay, X4Y, 2K, okay, 2H4. So this is the address. Let's mark here. It's the same as what is up there. Okay, let's ignore. What's my main activity? Okay, taxi, ride share, business, or ride share. Ride share driver. Okay, let's move on to the next. So do you already have a business number with the Canada Revenue Agency? No, we do not have. Okay, which program account would you like to register your business for? Okay, goods and services tax, harmonized sales tax, that's what we want. If you selected to register for a corporation account or information return account for a partnership, it is for you. So this is not applicable to us. Okay, are you registering for a CRA number? Further applies or blah blah blah. This is no. Okay, let's move on. Okay, are you applying for goods and services tax, sales tax accounts for digital economy? This is what vendors supplying digital products or services to consumers in Canada to register for GST. No, this is not what we do. Okay, do you provide or plan to provide property or services in Ghana? Yes, because we provide services by driving. The driving is services. Are all the property and services you sell or provide exempt from GST? No, I'm not in that field. Okay, are you carrying on business in Canada, and are your total revenues from your worldwide taxable supplies, including those of your associates, more than $30,000? If you are driving and you will make more than $30,000 a year, let's select yes. Do you want to register voluntarily? Yes. Now, what this means is that sometimes people drive for Uber for like a year or more without even knowing that they needed the GST, HST account to file for their taxes. So because the CRA will force them to register in order to pay them the money they owe. Okay. So type of business or supplier. So do you operate taxi, commercial ride sharing, or limousine services? This is what we do as Uber and Lyft drivers. Are you an individual whose only activity subject to GST is for commercial rentals? Please no. Are you a non-resident who entered Canada to directly supply taxable admissions to place amusement seminar? Oh no, sorry. Are you a selected listed financial institution? No. Let's move on to the next. Do you solicit business in Canada? No. Do you sell or lease goods in Canada? If you do all these things, you can choose to respond to all this, or you can choose to ignore. So in other case, we are just ignoring it. Okay. So same as the address that we filled up. Okay. Same as the address. Okay, we prefer it in English. Let's go. Expected amount of sales in Canada for a 12 months period. So let's say 40,000. 1, 2, 3. Expected worldwide sales for a 12 months period. 0. So when does your fiscal year end? Because it's a sole proprietorship, it ends December, I think 31st. Yeah, this is a sole proprietorship. Okay, December 31st. Effective date. So this one will state the date with which your registration will start from. So let's assume I started in 2023, January 1st. Okay, this is when I started my ride sharing business. So in other case, if you will start maybe next 2 weeks, next month, you select that date you will start. If you are now starting, select the exact date. Okay. So when are you going to select the reporting period option in which you would like to file your taxes? I do mine annually. If you want, you can do quarterly or monthly. Okay, let's move on. So this is the final page of submitting our GST and HST application to the Canadian government. Mostly, it takes 15 business days to get a response from them, or a mail in your mailbox on your business number and your HST GST number. But in other case, if you don't receive any other thing from them, definitely you hear from them. So when it comes and you would need to backdate it, I think it's either you fax a document to them or you send it by mail to them so that they backdate. And what document would they request for? Now they would request for your receipt of the date you want it to be backdated to. So let's assume that you started Uber in 2022 and you are now registering for your GST HST number. What they will need is your weekly payments of your first Uber weekly payment. So you can go to your Uber app and download that at least first 2 weeks, and you either fax it to them or mail it to them. They will provide you the necessary information with which you can send those documents to them. So if you are here and you've not subscribed to Plan Ahead yet, subscribe. This is not the only information we provide. We provide information that helps individuals like ourselves to also stay peacefully. You don't want to get into trouble with CRA. So do this and stay tuned. There are more videos on the way coming. Thank you for being here.